Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reading for Scorpio energy. We're off to a good start because we have romance and faithful and I was told to stop. So that's as far as I got. Romance and faithful. That's all you need to know. So I don't know, there could be something there for you. Maybe you're getting into a romance with somebody, wondering if they'll be faithful to you, making a commitment, I'm hearing. Could be something there for somebody. But that's a nice start. I like that. And now, just to say, I'm a little bit unwell again today. I've had long COVID. I've just started to get over that, and now I think I've got food poisoning. So I'm doing really well. So do bear with me if you hear any gurgling noises or anything like that. But I was really called to do reading today, and I knew you'd all understand if I didn't have it up on the day. But I know what it's like sometimes when you're waiting for a reader to put their video up and it's not up on time, and especially if you feel like you really need it. It happens to me sometimes with some of my favourite readers where I think, where's the video? Where's the video? And there's nothing to say if it's coming or not, and you're expecting it, and yeah, and you really need that advice. So I didn't want to kind of keep you waiting. And I thought, I feel like well enough that I can do the video. So yeah, I just may be a bit today, so I am sorry. So Scorpio, your songs are Darling by Sital Singh. And from that I was really getting the line, everything changed. Like everything can change in a moment. It feels I feel for most of you it feels positive, you know, like things can happen in your life that are unexpected and then your life enters a new phase. I feel like there could be something like this happening for you now. And Come Together by the Beatles. So take those, if it resonates, maybe it doesn't. Maybe some of you, I'm getting some of you could have been sent a sign, like like an actual beetle or a ladybird or something. I'm actually seeing a little, you know, the little black ones that are kind of like shiny. Now they're showing me, you know, sometimes when you see an oil spill or a petrol spill, and it rains and then the water kind of gets like a rainbow on it. I don't know if these are signs for you from your spirit guides, so watch out for things like that. You know, that kind of like rainbow sheen that you sometimes have on like oily or black surfaces. I'm getting pregnancy. Don't panic. It could just be for one person. But again, it's like life can change in a moment. If you find out you're pregnant, it's like, wow, I'm going to be a mum. I'm going to be a dad. So it can be quite a life-changing moment. I'm kind of getting that for somebody. Also, a side message, don't get too concerned. But if you are pregnant, really look after your health right now. You know, try to make sure you're not exposing yourself to illnesses unnecessarily. I kind of feel like my food poisoning is like a message to somebody. It's like, just be careful about what you're eating. You know, that when you're pregnant, you get like a list of foods that is safe to eat and isn't safe to eat. So there's things like, make sure chicken's cooked properly. Be careful about like raw, some kind of like raw cheeses and things like this. So do be really careful about what you're eating. You don't want to get sick unnecessarily, especially if you're pregnant. And if you can have vaccines against flu and COVID, you know, consider getting those. Obviously, you know, speak to a doctor, you know your own body and lifestyle best, but just a message there coming through to, if you are pregnant, maybe take extra precautions to protect yourself from illness at the moment, which to be honest is just a natural, sensible thing to do. You don't need a tarot card reader to tell you that. But again, any health advice, you know, obviously check with a doctor or a healthcare professional. I'm just a tarot card reader. What else? Sunglasses. There could be something about sunglasses, especially designer sunglasses or fake designer sunglasses. And the number 88. So watch out for eights, repeating eights. And also the infinity symbol. Eights, of course, is the infinity symbol. And maybe you have like a soulmate connection or somebody in your life where there's like an unbreakable bond at this time. You know, somebody who's with you across lifetimes. And that doesn't have to be romantic, although we have romance on the table, but take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Now, to do your reading, I'm really getting called to all the Kim Kranz decks, so the Wild Unknown decks, which makes me feel like maybe the things you're experiencing are coming through in very symbolistic ways at the moment. You may be getting a lot of metaphors or, you know, a lot of dreams, like you know, pay attention to your dreams and like the animals and the motifs that you're seeing in your dreams. Kind of like look them up. Maybe keep a dream diary, you know, next to your bed, a piece of paper. Maybe keep your phone next to your bed. So if you have a dream, you can you know, open a notepad app and just kind of make a note of your the different symbolization that's coming in through there, and then kind of look it up in the morning and kind of see if that's trying to tell you anything. Or again, you know, with you being Scorpio, trust your own intuition. So if something, especially like a beetle, they're showing me the beetle again. If something means something specific to you, you know, trust your intuition over, you know, what it says on the internet. You know, a lot of the time, the way that our guides speak to us, it does come through with meanings and symbolization, and something could mean something to me and mean something completely different to you. So that's okay. So, right. With that said, I'm also getting that you could be dealing with somebody else, just with the deck that I was kind of pulled to use. You could be dealing with somebody else who's very, very earthy and grounded and practical, and maybe with you being Scorpio, you may be a little bit more symbolic. You know, maybe this is something about Valentine's Day as well. You know, your person got your box of chocolates, but you got them a specific flower because it means something specific. So not everybody is going to understand your symbolism, your kind of your subtext. You may communicate or demonstrate love with a subtext, right? It's like subtle. It's like read between the lines. I feel like this is your energy. It could be vice versa. So switch it around if you need to. But I feel like you're dealing with somebody else who is, and it doesn't have to be romance as well, even though romance is on the table. But somebody else is much more. They take things at face value. So just be aware that there may be like a communication error or something there, but I am getting faithful, so take that as you will. Scorpio, please. Can I get messages for Scorpio, please? What's going on for Scorpio? What's going on for Scorpio, please? The tear or the tear. I think it is the tear, but sometimes I read it as the tear as well. Let me just get the book. Yeah, you can probably definitely tell I'm a little bit tender today, a little bit off. Had a very, very bad night. The tear, the mourning, the release, the rain. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of our emotions to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what's needed in order for a conversation or a situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors capture a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. So yeah, some of you may have a soulmate connection on the other side. So for me, my mum is a Scorpio, and I love the idea that, you know, that bond is never going to be broken between us. So this could be, if you're looking for a message. I feel like some of you are looking for a message, like looking for a message from the other side. I watched this this show on Netflix, and it was all about psychics and the afterlife and things like this. And there were people who had had a conversation with their loved ones to say, send me this specific sign. If you pass over, send me this specific sign. So maybe this is the thing. Maybe you're looking for a sign from somebody. Some of you, not all of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm also getting something about, it kind of ties into Virgo's reading. Again, Virgos are quite a grounded sign. They do have a very romantic side though. But there was something in Virgo's reading about when my mum did pass over, and I was dealing with it okay, but I was definitely, you know, holding on to a lot of emotions there. And what kind of uncorked those emotions for me was watching a comedy show and laughing. And it's like as soon as one emotion came out and I was laughing uncontrollably, the tears started to come. And I was feeling like these two emotions at the same time. So it could be something like that, like laughing with a best friend, and then all of a sudden you're crying, and it's like, what did I do? What did I say? You know, sometimes sometimes that can be what it takes. You know, when there's something that's that needs to be released emotionally. I can think of other situations as well, which I'm not going to go into, but like feeling any kind of like intense emotion or any kind of release can kind of have it can open up the door to releasing what you've been bottling up. So I feel like that could be happening for some of you as well. Um, Through our watery eyes, the ancestors capture a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that once acknowledged will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. When light, melody, melancholy flowing through. When dark, drowning, drama, murkiness. Go Deeper, Rain by Rachel Lindsay. Or Vakel Lindsay. Okay, the tear is powerful and it is possible to be subsumed in its waters. Find a supportive place to open the floodgates. Yeah, I feel like there is definitely another energy in your reading. Somebody who's very, very grounded. It could be the person that you need at this time if you're releasing something, or you could be the person that someone else needs to let some kind of emotion flow. So the need for release, the need for emotional release. I'm actually just going to pause and have a drink of something fizzy. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so let's get another card for your energy. Another card for Scorpio's energy, please. Scorpio's energy, please. They kind of came out and kind of didn't. I'm going to show you it's the eagle and the spider. Scorpio, please. Could have just been a side message for somebody. Dragon and moth. I should have known the dragon was going to come out. I was staring at the box art just to kind of show you. And I'll tell you what I was thinking. It's a bit rude. Sometimes it looks like female anatomy to me. So some of you it could be, and I'll say what I wasn't going to say before, but some of you it may be a sexual release. So sorry, if it comes through, it comes through. I'm making puns now. Yeah, definitely, feeling an intense sexual encounter can also sometimes trigger other emotions to come out unexpectedly. So that could be for somebody as well. Moving swiftly on. The dragon and the moth. The dragon is an ancient, this is your energy by the way, and look at all these eye symbolism. The dragon is an ancient kind of powerful, knowledgeable energy. So it's saying that you could have some sort of wisdom at the moment, something that's very, very earthy, very, very old, very ancient, this kind of spiritual energy. But the dragon also talks to me about spiritual protection. So you could have somebody who's protecting you spiritually. It comes through for me as a black dragon. I've talked about it in other readings, but when I feel this energy of this black dragon, when I'm doing meditation or kind of in that halfway into sleep state, it feels protective. So I want to say that you are being watched over from the other side, you are being protected. But as I say, it's your energy, so I don't know, maybe somebody is watching for a cross watcher who's a Scorpio, or maybe Scorpio, you are doing something, I mean, you are beyond me, right? So spiritually, so maybe you are doing something where you are psychically sending somebody protection or psychically kind of keeping an eye on somebody, but it feels like guardian energy, and I asked for your energy, so you are acting as a spiritual guardian for somebody. Like a moth to a flame though. So the moth is coming out of the darkness and moving towards the light. So you could feel like you have been through a period of darkness. Look at the darkness on this card as well. And you are moving steadily, back into daylight, it could also talk about the difference between sleep state or subconscious and into the waking state. So I definitely feel like there's something going on with dreams for you, whether you're astrally projecting during dreams, like whether you're conscious of it or not, whether you are perhaps having conversations with people in dreams where, sorry, this is just ash from my smudging stick. Yeah, whether you are having conversations with people in dreams and talking things through where perhaps these are conversations that you couldn't have when somebody was alive. Again, say my mother is a Scorpio and I've had 2 dreams about her now this week, which have been very cathartic for me. So I feel like there could be something like this going on for you too. Do be aware though, the moth sometimes chases things that are bad for it. Sometimes it can chase false light. So like a moth to a flame is a saying for a reason. The moth wants to move into the light, but the light can injure the moth. So just be careful about what you're chasing, what you're following, what you're moving towards, and is it really beneficial for you? Okay. Right, so who is Scorpio? Who is Scorpio? Ooh, Empress, nice. That's a good energy. And the Sun. Yeah, your energy is really strong. May feel a longing or a disappointment, or the need to... This could be something in your life that didn't work out, and you realize that you have to walk away from it. You have to go soul searching and discovering, looking for emotions elsewhere outside of you. Yeah, there could definitely be something that feels irreparable. But I do feel like that's past energy. It's like something changed in the past that was irreparable. But your energy here with the Empress and the Sun, this is brilliant. This is wonderful. You may have Libra or Taurus in your chart. You may have Leo in your chart. The Empress is the mother energy of the tarot. So again, some of you, it could be a mother who's maybe cross-watching for a mother, as I am. But the Empress is nurturing, loving, forgiving, supportive, creative, abundant. The Empress provides, the Empress nurtures, the Empress keeps us grounded and stable. So this is your energy. I was actually seeing a tree. I forgot about that. I was asking earlier for images for you, and I saw a tree and it had like a really thick trunk. So maybe there's a tree that you're associating with your mother. Doesn't have to be that. But yeah, you're very, very stable at this time. Very stable, and with this wonderful, like, ancient protective energy. It's very, very strong. And then with the Sun as well, it's like, I don't know, I'm getting this thing about with the imagery, it's like you're spiritually radiating. You are shining your light for other people to follow, perhaps. Like maybe you are the flame and you're attracting the moths to you. So I don't know if you're creating a place of safety, a place of protection, a place of guardianship for other people. An example of this could be like fostering. It could be fostering animals, but or fostering children. So providing a safe, warm home, warmth, right? Being a guardian, being a protector. I'm just getting real protection from it. You know, the branches of the tree. It's like gathering people around your trunk and protecting them with your branches. You could be revealing something as well. I do get this sense of, with the moth and the sun, it's like you're bringing yourself into the light. It's like you're showing a part of yourself. There could be some kind of big reveal or something that you're doing, where it's like almost like dragging yourself out into the light. Like if you've been hermiting a little bit recently, like if you've been kind of hiding in your home, not feeling very sociable, probably working on something. I'm kind of getting like working on something. It's like you're dragging yourself out now. You're dragging yourself out into the public, out into the limelight, back onto social media. Because this is a card about confidence as well. Confidence, freedom, expression, dynamism. You could have or be about to experience a big energy boost as well. So this is really nice energy, Scorpio. Really, really nice energy. Very protective. And just, I'm really getting guardian, like a guiding light, guardian, beacon, I'm hearing. Okay, so tell me what's going on for Scorpio, please. What's going on for Scorpio? Judgment, like a rebirth, a second chance at something, reviving something. Really interesting as well. We've got the same imagery here with like coming out of the darkness into the light. I'm sorry about my phone pinging in the background. I don't actually know where it is. I can't see it. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Feeling a call. Feeling a call to do something, and it feels like it's a call to do something meaningful and impactful that benefits other people. Again, with this energy of like, do you know, I really get like cross-watcher energy. I feel like I'm reading for my mum. Right? It's like do you see how this is? It's like taking people under your wing, you know, like I was saying. It's like you're taking people like to your trunk, under your branches. It's like hugging your children close, or just radiating, and drawing people to you, drawing people out of the darkness to you. Or you feel called out of the darkness. You feel called out of the darkness towards something brighter and lighter and purer. I'm getting like purity. There's a lot of birds as well, like this kind of dove, I suppose, on here. And there's these little like maybe doves or starlings or something on there as well. Just really similar imagery. What else, please, for Scorpio? Yeah, completing something, some kind of cycle change, or you're moving. There's definitely movement towards refreshing something or refreshing yourself. It's like getting your vitalism back, your vitality back. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like you may be in a position to give to others, or you're receiving something from others. This is a card about balancing the scales and making things right. Healing. You do some healing. You're going through a healing phase at the moment. This is kind of the energy that I'm in today. It's like, I need to rest. I need to heal. I've been a bit sick. So it does give me sacrificial lamb though. Have you been the sacrificial lamb in a situation? Have you allowed yourself to be the sacrificial lamb in situations? Yeah, feeling a bit foolish about something. I feel like there was something where you felt a little bit young and naive, but you learnt lessons from it, and you're ready to, I'm hearing fly the nest as well. So it's interesting, this mother-child that's coming through here. Or you're allowing somebody to fly the nest. You're allowing, I'm hearing first steps, like you're allowing somebody to take the first steps, or you're allowing somebody to perhaps explore the world from like a place of safety. I feel like, now flip it and reverse it if it's the other way around. So for some of you, you provide the place of safety and you're acting as a guardian, and you're protecting energies that feel young and feel naive and feel vulnerable, and providing a safe space for them, so that they can kind of grow and stretch their wings, and experience things from a safe place, right? From a place that they can return to. So it's like if this chick kind of like took a leap, but its wings weren't quite ready, and maybe it fell and it tumbled. It's like bringing that chick back into the nest so it can heal, and then allowing it to go again. So some of you may work in medicine, I'm getting, like doctors, nurses, healthcare assistants, something like this, where you help people to get back to health. Or some of you are, it's like vice versa. So some of you are entering a new phase. You maybe felt a little bit taken advantage of, like your naivety, your inexperience was taken advantage of, but you learnt lessons and you're ready to kind of go into a new cycle now. And there's a place of protection that you're doing it from. And I do strongly feel some of you have guardian spirits on the other side, like who are protecting you as you move into this new phase. What else, please, for Scorpio? The moon. Yeah, you're very scared. You've got some fears. There's some fear of the unknown here. And there's some secrets too. I feel like you are kind of playing your cards quite close to your chest at this time. Interesting with the two trees as well, because there's a lot of tree imagery. I wish I'd remembered that I'd seen the tree at the start of the reading. Yeah, it does take a lot of courage. You've got courage here. It does take a lot of courage to take a leap of faith away from an old cycle and into a new cycle. Now, for some of you, it is something that's being revived, right? It's something that's getting a new injection of life, and it's going to feel like it's something old. I'm getting like marriage stuff now, which is appropriate for something. But it's like something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I'm not seeing anything like else there, but something old, something new. Where I've lost track of what I was saying now. Yeah, so an old situation that's getting a new lease of life is going to feel new again. Some of you though, it's like feeling a call to move elsewhere, feeling like you've got some kind of destiny or purpose. Like you may not even have a plan. But it's like maybe you keep dreaming of a certain place and you're like, I know I need to go to this place. For me, it's Rome. I've always I don't know, just increasingly over the years, I just keep finding myself coming back to Rome in certain ways. So again, like studying Latin, studying classics, and even studying Shakespeare, you know, has a lot of Roman references, and I just always get this pull to go to Rome, and I've never been. So it could be something like that for you, or dreaming of a certain person or a certain. It could just be like a marker, almost like you don't quite know why you're going there, or you don't know quite why you're going towards a certain person, but you know that you're getting messages about a certain situation. This happened for me a couple of years back, where I was getting a lot of messages, and it turned out to be something, and I could never have predicted what it actually was, but it's like I knew the people who were involved. I was getting like the names of certain aspects of this thing, and it's weird how you don't know what it is until it happens, but you you, you know there's something happening. It's that kind of energy, right? So Three of Pentacles. So working together, it could even be a work project or a project at home. There's collaboration here. So it could be that there was a fallout or something didn't happen correctly in the past, but it's like coming back together, making amends, repairing the situation. Again, with this protective energy, like the mother looking after the fawn. Yeah, very, very nurturing. Oh, I've been seeing peacocks as well. Peacocks could be another symbol for some of you. It didn't come out. There is a peacock card and it hasn't come out. What's on the underlying? Frog. But yeah, peacocks, because I associate peacocks with the Queen of Pentacles, which is this card. So you are absolutely in a very, very mothering, nurturing energy. You don't have to be a female, by the way. It's just a very, very supportive, very nurturing, very safe energy. And you are absolutely, I feel, protecting something that's smaller than you, or vice versa, right? You are being protected by a mothering energy. And the Father of Swords. So you're being very grounded and very practical, actually. It's funny, I was picking up on that energy and I thought it was somebody else, but it's showing as your energy. You have something to communicate here. The Father of Swords can be, it's a very, very logical card. Again, you don't have to be a man. This is all your energy. So the difference between the Queen or the Mother and the King or the Father in the tarot is that the Kings are normally more reserved. They normally play the cards quite close to the chest. The Queens are normally a bit more open, a bit more expressive. So the fact that this Father has his sword raised is telling me that you have some kind of knowledge that you want to share with others, and you've thought long and hard about it, you've strategized, you've been very, very practical, and I feel like you're getting ready to communicate some kind of truth. I feel like you're going to be very careful about the words that you use. I think you're going to be very honest, and you're going to be quite to the point. So you're not there's going to be no confusion. I feel like you're cutting through the confusion, because the moon card can be confusion, kind of fear, getting in your own head, illusion. So this is seeing right through the illusion, having that knowledge. So there's kind of an energy of cutting, being very grounded, very practical, nurturing others, a little bit of cruel to be kind energy, a little bit of you need this information so you don't make the same mistake again, that kind of energy. So I told you you weren't ready to fly the nest. I said if you left it another week, your wings would be strong enough, but you didn't listen to me and you jumped out and you got injured. Now listen to me this time, because I can see that your wing hasn't quite healed. You need to give it another week, and then we can take the bandage off, and then you can give it another try, right? It's like, you're not saying to somebody you can't do it. You're not saying you're not good enough to do this, you can't do it, you're going to fail. You're saying you need this piece of information because I can see that you can do it, but maybe the time is not quite right. There's something like that happening there. Yeah, but this is really very, very good energy. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, could definitely be something going on with work, like something that happened in work, it didn't work out. Maybe you felt a little bit like you made some mistakes, like you were too naive. Healing from it, getting ready to have a new fresh cycle. having a little bit of fear of the unknown. How is this going to work out for me? But you're actually doing something wonderful here because you're being very practical about it. So a lot of people can have some fear and they can say, do you know what, maybe I'm just going to stay in the nest. Maybe I'm not going to try, maybe I'm not going to do that at all. And just checking I'm still recording, sorry. Maybe I'm not going to do that at all. Maybe I'm just going to stay where I am. You know, it's too scary. I don't know how this might work out. It might work out badly. But I feel like you're going, okay, so what if it did go wrong? What's the worst case scenario? If the worst case scenario happened, what could I do about it? So it's like creating a backup plan. I want to say as well, with this card being illusion, just be self-aware that you may have rose-tinted glasses on at this time. Just with the moth card and the moon card there, you could be deceiving yourself about something, you could be moving towards something, and it may turn out to not be what you expected. I've just watched the second season of The Witcher, just as a reference, it kind of popped into my head, where people are being called to something and it turns out to not be what they thought it was. So just make sure you sit in this kind of Father of Swords energy where you're seeing things very clearly, you know, you're taking things at face value, you're using your intuition, but working with the facts, because you may be a bit self-deceptive. What else, please, for Scorpio? Sorry, this is somebody outside of you, sorry. A father figure, divine masculine. There's that Six of Pentacles again. So you're dealing with this Emperor character, and one of you is in a position to give and one of you is in a position to receive. And there's that figure of 8. So it could be that you work with this person, or this is some kind of father figure or mentor or husband, and you collaborate with this person, but sometimes one of you is in a position to give more than the other and you help each other out. There could be something like that going on. Yeah, there's you're showing as the Empress, this person's showing as the Empress, so just be aware you can flip and reverse it if you need to. If this isn't sounding like you, this is your Empress. But this person, they match you. They match you on an intellectual level, on a strategic level, they match you in terms of passion, in terms of what they can give. There's equal give and take here because it's the Emperor and Empress, it's a pair. Doesn't mean you're necessarily having a romance, although you could be. I would say a true Emperor and a true Empress in the upright are very faithful to each other, because who else could you ever want, right? If you've got your Emperor, if you've got your Empress, you don't need to be looking elsewhere. So if there's a question, is this person being faithful? I want to say probably yes. They're showing as a true Emperor in the upright. They have some more lessons to learn though. You're showing as closing out a cycle, finishing out a period of learning something in your life. This person's still in the process of learning with the World card in reverse, or this person cannot travel, so you're going to have to travel to them. Yeah, but the World card in reverse, they're still processing something, they're still learning something. But you both have this Six of Pentacles, which is equal give and take on a tangible level, equal give and take on a sorry, I heard a message. I just heard this person's internet could go down. So if you talk to this person on the web, the World card can indicate the internet, the World Wide Web. This person's internet may have some problems, so don't panic if they go offline a little bit. It's something with their internet, and you'll know, right, when they come back online, they'll tell you. But yeah, I feel like there could be a connectivity issue with this. Yeah, there's equal give and take. So whatever work you're doing, this person's going to match you, and this can come in different forms. It can come in a very traditional way where it's like the man goes out and works, the woman raises the children, but you're both putting in equal time, effort, commitment, right? It doesn't have to be financial, it can be time based or skill based. It could be you know, you're both working on a project together and you kind of have a give and take. So one person's sick one day, the other person, you know, steps up and takes a bit more on board, but you know that they'd do the same for you. So it's that kind of energy. So this is looking really good, actually. I hope this reading's helpful to you. I don't feel like there's anything more I can pull from the cards at this time, but we'll get you some advice. So what's happening for I knew it. This is the reason. Do you remember at the start of the reading, I said some of you could be pregnant? I was getting pregnancy messages from different places, like an advert on Spotify, a few different things. And this card actually fell out when I did the pre-shuffle, and that's one of the indicators. I was like, oh, I think somebody may be pregnant. Yeah, you could be getting pregnant. You could be trying to get pregnant. The moon here, the moon always symbolizes pregnancy. The Empress card is normally depicted as somebody who's pregnant. I need to go and do a pregnancy test and make sure that's why I'm, in case that's not why I'm getting sick. And it's just a little moment of panic there. Yeah, the World card here. So I feel like if you're not literally pregnant, you could be giving birth to a new cycle. You're giving birth to a project or something that you're getting ready to reveal to the world. Like, again, with this being in the spotlight. So there's something that's coming out of the darkness into the light. And I feel like it's something that you are gestating in some sort of way. So let's read this card because it is your advice card. And then we'll close out the reading. Do remember that I always put extra songs in the description box down below. You can go and check that out. Libra was crazy yesterday. It was every single song. I think it was every song. Almost every song had some kind of drug reference in it. And I was like, Libra, what is going on for you? So when I got sick last night, and I was in so much pain, like my upper stomach, I have never, like, you always get a stomach ache, right, when you've got a tummy bug or something. But this was like incredibly painful. I was like, I think there might be something seriously wrong. Like, at what point do I ring an ambulance? At what point do I go to hospital? Because there's something not right here. And it was getting worse. And luckily it did ease. I fell asleep, and when I woke up I felt a lot better. Finally, because it's hard to fall asleep when you're in pain. And where was I going with this? But I was thinking, is that why I was getting references for opiates and morphine? I was like, am I going to have to go to hospital and have, like, serious hospital strength painkillers? Am I going to get a deal? I got really worried about it. So I'm okay. Fertility and abundance now return. Things will get better. Growth has started. Hold on to your dreams in adversity. I know all will be well. It is in the darkest times that we find it hard to see the light. It is hard to... What was I saying? The hardest times. The chair, right? Finding it hard to see the light. It's the same message again. It is in the darkest times that we find it hard to see the light. It is hard to see, when things seem hopeless, how we can feel hope again. When things seem to fail, it is really difficult to draw up our resilience and stand up again. Oh my God. But what's on the underlying? Resistance. But resistance and resilience are very similar to me. It can be really difficult to draw up our resilience and stand up again. But that's what you were doing here. This is the healing. We learn by observing the seasons that the light does return. The barrenness of winter turns infinitely and surely into spring. The ice melts. The days grow longer and the nights grow shorter. Warmth and fertility slowly return to the land. It is hard to have faith in ourselves and the universe. I actually think that faith is the real F word. Faith requires us to let go of our anxieties and have trust, maybe in something we can't actually see yet. Having a more complete faith in yourself and a higher power, which is here, lead you to the greatest good. Having a more complete faith in yourself and a higher power to lead you to your greatest good is a solid intention. While having a rigid blind faith does not serve us. So I was saying this. It feels like you're being called somewhere. You feel like you're entering in a new cycle where there could be some confusion. It's like, I know that I have to take a leap of faith here, but I don't quite know what the plan is or where. There's no plan. I mean, the Father of Swords, I'd say, has a clear strategy, but it's like you don't know how it's going to turn out or something. So there is a bit of a leap of faith. There is some unknown with the moon. But I want to say you actually do have some kind of spirit guide or protector who's watching you back. Again, this could be a parent on the other side. So watch for the signs, watch for the symbols. For me, it's like elephants are a symbol of my mother. She collected elephants. So I don't think I'm going to see an elephant walking up my street, but I may suddenly like start to see them on adverts, on, you know, pieces of jewelry, in images. You know, people might suddenly start talking about elephants. It can come in different ways. So what is your sign from the universe? But do be wary of the illusion as well. It is important to hold on to our dreams and intentions and to focus on the outcome. To do this without taking note of what is happening around us can be folly. Our ancestors would observe nature carefully, looking for the signs of new life and fertility, altering their hunting or planting to best take advantage, and yet they knew that the ice would melt and the soil, damp and ready, teeming with worms, would receive their seeds. Companion stone or metal, lapis lazuli. All right, Scorpio, interesting reading. You're always like slightly obscure as well. You're always a bit of a challenge for me energetically. So I hope this made sense to you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and you took something from it. Do have faith, but don't put on rose tinted glasses. There's a difference between um, having hope and faith in a positive way and having hope and faith in a way where you shackle yourself. So just be aware of that. Okay, I hope this was helpful to you. Do take care of yourselves. Leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. Of course, if you come in as a stealth watcher, that's okay as well. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.